Your identity is standing in front of your mirror, telling yourself you're not good enough. Then maybe you just aren't. Maybe you never had it in you. Hello everyone. So this video is slightly different than the usual ones. I have no script, I have no plan. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because yesterday, when I'm in the gym, I, like many people, like to sometimes listen to these songs, whether it's metal, whether it's funk, whether it's hardstyle, whatever it is, and they have like these bodybuilder edits, you know? Because it really gets me going. Getting Tom Platz to scream in your ear, I don't know, getting Arnold roasting someone, Ronnie Coleman screaming lightweight baby, all that stuff. It can get me going in certain moods. And as I was listening to this, I was listening to this song that had a Mike Mentzer edit, where Mike Mentzer was talking about the 1980 Olympia and how he scored a perfect score the year before, and how in the 1980 Olympia he was actually supposed to win, and everyone thought he was supposed to win except for Arnold Schwarzenegger and his friends. And essentially, that caused him to retire from professional bodybuilding.
In 1980, I placed 5th at the Mr. Olympia, a contest that I and almost everyone else who witnessed it was convinced was fixed, and as a result decided to drop out of competitive bodybuilding.
Now, if you know anything about Mike Mentzer, aside from his training, the life after he had his retirement, many bodybuilders that have been around him, or people that have regularly just been around him, and from his own words, he went through a very, very dark phase.
Not to talk about negative things. Remember one day I was walking to Gold's Gym and Mike's in the gutter laying there like a drunken guy. I'm like, oh my God, Mike. He didn't hear me. I'm like, then he walked in when we were training and warming up, taking his pictures off the walls. I said to my training partner, Tony, if I ever get like that, keep the pictures stay on the wall, okay? Don't let me.
And essentially what I took out from that video is that from 1980, Mike Mentzer had this moment where he possibly realized that the one thing he really knows, that he's really perfected, that he's really, really good at, still comes down to something else than just being good enough. Then I heard Tom Platz. He went through how he had the same experience in the 1981 Olympia with Franco Colombo. And he explained that instead of him being upset at Franco Colombo and basically holding a grudge against him, he went and congratulated Franco Colombo on his win. And you can very easily argue that Tom Platz deserved to take it over Franco. I started to think about my own journey. So when I started bodybuilding first, I started for very similar reasons as most guys at least do. You see these guys that are in great shape. Maybe it started from a young age. For me, it was literally watching Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Maybe for you, it was Brad Pitt in Fight Club. Maybe it was Van Damme. Maybe it was whoever else, right? Louis Ferrigno in The Hulk. Maybe it was He-Man. Maybe it was Superman. Whatever it was. But that's where the seedling gets put into you to do this, right? And as you proceed, other reasons start popping up. So for me, the next thing is I want to be really appealing to women. When I was still single. And as I realized, and this is what a lot of guys realize when they start getting into shape, the perceived result that you expect to get is very different from what actually happens. And chances are that if you started training out to look good for women, you started to realize you're actually looking good for other men. And with all that, what I've realized is after those realizations of what I would call, they're very rooted in just vanity and wanting to do something for someone else. The guys that end up as the cream of the crop are the guys that find their own why. Why am I doing this? And that's the question I want to pose to you. as you're watching these videos, or maybe you're watching someone else, whether you're watching how to get in shape, how to get a six-pack, how to bench properly, all these things, why? Why are you doing it? And the reason I'm asking it is that for most of you, if you are just starting off, I can promise you, whatever reason for someone else that you are doing it will not be enough. It will not be enough. And you will have to find that reason within yourself. Why would you keep doing it if no one no longer watches you? Would you keep doing it if no one is there supporting you? Or would you keep doing it if at the opposite, everyone is against you? They're telling you it's a bad idea. They're telling you that you shouldn't be doing this. They're telling you you're missing out on life when you're not eating the foods that they are eating, that when you're not having the drinks that they are having, when you're not going out when they are going out, that you're missing out, right? That you can even see it in the fitness community with people like John Skywalker or everyone's favorite, Ziz, where you have this clashing of wanting to live this, I don't know what you would call it, free, loose life, while also maintaining discipline, maintaining excellence, or trying to achieve excellence or get as close to it as possible. And this does not have to be anything to do with bodybuilding or training. If you are a painter, and if I told you that you will never be a successful painter, would you keep painting? If the answer is no, then should you even be doing it right now? If you know that there is no outside goal that is going to affirm your hard work, would you keep doing it? And if there's something in your life that you find that is the thing that no matter what, I will keep doing because it matters to me, whether it's I want to be healthy, I want to be great, I want to be good at something, I just want to be slightly better than yesterday. Whatever that is your actual why. And the why often is just because. If it's anything else, I believe I'm not here to give you a therapy session. It's not good enough. If you are just bodybuilding to be Mr. Olympia, what are the chances that you're going to become it? And if you don't, are you going to stop? It goes hand in hand with the fact of like so many young kids that are getting into bodybuilding, they are immediately worried about genetics, arguing about genetics, who has the best genetics for this and who has the best genetics for that. If I told you that you will never have the genetics to put on 30 pounds of muscle in your whole life, would you keep training? Would you try and put on 15 pounds? How about 10 pounds? How about just being slightly better than yesterday? If you're like, no, unless I find out that I have the greatest genetics ever and I could be the next Mr. Classic Physique Olympia, then maybe it's not worth it. Because so much of these things, like I said, whether it's bodybuilding, whether it's anything that you put your heart and soul into, is it worth it? Everything that you do in life, even your day job, as a matter of fact, especially your day job, there is one currency that you are trading to do said activity, and it is your time. And time is your life's blood. And what is worth draining the blood of your life, the life essence that you only have a set amount? And if the only reason you're doing it is with the hopes of only being the best ever, and you would not keep doing it if you never make it there, then maybe you're wasting your time. And I don't want to come off crass, because at the same time, the way I keep myself at a very strong track is I have actually adapted something of an identity of myself. Let me explain. I know I'm not the biggest guy. I know I'm not the best coacher, the best trainer. I know I'm not best looking. I know I'm not Chris Bumstead. I know all of these things. But anytime I'm at the gym or anytime I'm around someone that trains, I tell myself, I am the best bodybuilder in the room. If I see guys that are bigger than me, if I see guys that look better than me, instead of being like, man, I wish I looked like that, I have the identity and the acknowledgement of, I could be better than that. Can I? Only time will tell. And the time can only tell me if you keep going. And the reason why I brought up Mike Mentzer in the beginning is I believe that was the example of you putting all your life's blood into something you excel at, that you are clearly a genius at, arguably. And because someone else said you are not good enough, you tumble down. And this is not to shame Mike Mentzer at all. I have enormous respect for Mike Mentzer. I have learned so much from Mike Mentzer. Why I'm saying it is, don't become a Mike Mentzer in that sense. If you know that you would be like Mike Mentzer in the 1980 Olympia, then maybe you should never even try and get to the 1980 Olympia, if that makes sense. To kind of send you off, I want to give you a clip from a video of Sam Hyde, just to give you an idea of what I am trying to say to you.
Visualize yourself being a great poker player. Is that what the recipe is, or do you just visualize yourself being a rich guy that doesn't have to work?
I'm definitely not afraid to work.
I'll give you an example. Okay, if you ask me what my identity is, I'm a world champion boxer that's also an F1 race car driver and the most important living artist. That's my identity. Okay? And so when I do things, I do a little mental check without even thinking about it. Does this fit with my identity? If it's not a part of that, then I don't do it. What's your identity? Are you a great poker player? What is your...
I've been having an identity crisis.
You have to have a vision for yourself. You have to sort of author a character that you want the rest of your life or the next major phase in your life to be a pursuit of, an exploration of, right? Are you just nodding your head?
Now, let me ask you, what would your actual identity description be?
I was being serious.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm not fucking with you.
Okay.
Would you rather be the person talking or the person doing all the things that people talk about? What is your identity? If your identity is standing in front of your mirror, telling yourself you're not good enough, then maybe you just aren't. Maybe you never had it in you. With that, I will conclude the video. If you want to hate me for this video, if it's stupid, whatever. It was something that just was on my mind, and now that I have this channel, I could just kind of vomit it out onto here. And whoever's watching this, you are the victim of this. Congratulations if you made it here. Please like the video, not the channel, I don't know. I guess you can like the channel, but like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. Leave a comment about your identity. What keeps you knowing what your why is? What keeps you doing those things that no one notices, that no one applauds you for? What is it? Let me know. I'd really actually like to hear. This is not some fluff. And as always, Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next